Okay. Happy Halloween, everybody! I imagine this is going up when I plan to go... Well, when I plan for it to go up. Really? It shows the color codes. Interesting. I actually do mean that, though. That is interesting. I imagine that this monstrosity might seem like a better task to handle before Halloween. But I am almost confident what we're about to see is what I would personally choose. Because Black Doom didn't give me the same fear as who I hope we're about to fight. So anyways, let's see about getting to these stages. Do I need... Okay, and does this stay now? I actually don't know if, wow, that is weird. Although, what I'm seeing, it looks like it would be a boss related to Sonic Advance 2. And if that's the case, there is another boss I can think of. Oh, what? Prison Island, yeah. Well, for the moment... Oh, I didn't notice that. For the moment, let's tackle this. Is this a speed challenge? Really? Okay. So we just take a ride on... Oh. On in outer space? I forgot what the song was called. Oh, wait. So when we step on it, it'll go down. But as long as we don't, it'll go up. That's what they meant by X. Ah, I got it now. Okay, careful. We're doing good so far. Don't want that S rank? Yes, I do. One good thing is that I got footage. Uh-oh. It'll be close. But I got it. But I got the footage of this stuff, so anything I'm truly missing out on, I can reacquire later. Enemies? Yep. Cyclones. Is that the name of those enemies and forces? They're cyclones? Oh no. And like I thought, uh-oh. There we go. Oh, I like this one. Wait, we can destroy them in this form too?
Chaos control.
Oh, shoot. So that's what we were supposed to do there. Well, I could have used chaos control there. 7 seconds. Fair enough. Okay. Meaning we've got only 2 more. Dadgummit. Do I have to get up there the same way? Wait. Really? I didn't realize we had that range. Worry about that later. Okay, we can't do that, so we have to do... another journal entry. I really do want to, even if it takes a second, have an episode where I just look at all of them after I've collected them all. Which I think we can do after we finish these. Well, after we don't have to finish these. I think we have access to I can get all the journal entries now, I think. But all right, give me more practice with this morph. Okay. I still think I'm not controlling it as efficiently as I would like to. And if I jump while I'm using it, it seems... Uh-oh. Yeah, retry. So... okay. That's better. I know I'm missing the music note there, but I'm really trying to get the practice of how to use this. I feel like I'm missing out on something big there. Wasn't I supposed to hold it? Okay, actually, I'm gonna retry. Since there's only these four, and I feel like this is gonna be a big mechanic. Okay, I held it there.
No.
That's fine. Okay, so I thought... okay, no, I can jump in this. Okay, there's the first. As long as I don't jump out, I'll be okay. But what about this? I'm not understanding. Unless the idea is to just land. So I think I'm supposed to go back after getting it. There's another one. Okay, but that... okay, well, I got it. Shoot, and I missed it. Okay, let's try slowly but surely. Actually, kind of rough. Okay, I still think I'm missing something. Do they have instructions again? Yes, the morph, okay. Speed through by pressing R2, yeah. X to jump, hold to grab a morph ball. Oh. Oh, so we can change the direction of it, okay. Maybe there'll be something more explicit later. Okay, last one. Power of chaos control. Well, that should be simple enough.
This is the ultimate power.
We just need to freeze every now and then. Dang it. I thought I was him. I mean, I am him, but... that was dangerous. I should have used Chaos Sphere.
Chaos control.
I'll go ahead and grab that, though.
Let's do this. Freeze.
All right, simple enough.
control.
Where's the goal? Oh, right there.
Ultimate power.
Oh, I like that one. Okay. Kind of a shame we never have to do that again. Yeah. Okay, now. Which, by the way, I didn't notice it still continues up. I didn't get that, though. All the more reason to think that there's... I imagine when we defeat Black Doom, something else is gonna appear, but... Well, we shall see. There might be 2 more abilities. I'm hoping one is Super Shadow afterwards, but I don't know how they would combine Super Shadow with, you know, some of this stuff. Maybe it's a new super form. But honestly, I'm not setting my expectations too high. There's only one thing I want. And with that being said, yeah. This to me screams Halloween. Let's get to it. Is this where we need to be? Okay. Alright, that worked at least. Oops. Dang it. Okay. Unlock the door. And then I look at it. It's kind of a dark spiral, isn't it? Before we step into this one, I'm thinking it has to be who I'm thinking. And if it is, I gotta say, I talked about Crisis City, and I talked about Shadow, Blaze, but what I haven't really talked about is Mephiles the Dark. I mentioned how I mistook things as a kid, the glitches in Sonic 06 and the Game Boy with me, and thinking that Sonic Heroes was a Game Boy game. But one thing I really mistook is when we got to and I think this is probably the most understandable of my childhood mistakes, is that after we got Silver and Blaze in Crisis City, then I came across somebody who looked like Shadow, trapped in an apocalyptic world, and he was talking about taking out Sonic. In my mind, while Sonic will eventually, Sonic is not immortal. Eventually one day he will die. Shadow, to my knowledge, is immortal. He could stay alive to that time period, and it seemed possible that he could have went through some drastic change. Which is understandable because when you find out where Mephiles, that form came from, it is from Shadow. Shadow's Shadow. Mephiles had time abilities similar to Shadow, and to me was the most frightening villain, especially considering what he did to Sonic in 06. And then, my favorite character on my main channel had a plot line that drew straight from him. If we are about to get Mephiles, to me, this is what made Sonic 06. That battle between Shadow and Mephiles, how the world would betray him, how Rouge and Omega stood by him, how a certain someone was also responsible for taking Shadow down in the future. Which, now that I've seen more about Shadow, I think maybe Shadow let him do that. But nevertheless, is it him? Is this the guy who basically, due to him existing, kickstarted my channel, my main channel and second channel?
Sink into darkness!
Sink into the whirlpool of delusion!
And as the ultimate reference that I use. But if it's not him, it can also be, oh shoot, I'm forgetting what it's called. The gun, flying gun. We saw it in the trailer, actually. I think it's not called Big Boss or Big Dog or something like that. I forget. Either that, or it also could be Infinite. But I can't see any of these. This ability that we got. It has to make sense for Mephiles. Is it him? Oh, it is!
What is this? A seal of some sort?
Shadow, you know what that is. A seal, exactly. Something was sealed away. You know what that is, man. These are his creatures. And I hear the remix. Mephiles! Nah. You ain't gonna do us like that. And here we go. Here he is, everyone.
I will defeat you, then restore myself to the timeline.
Restore your... Oh, shoot.
In darkness!
That's kind of scary. And he has a new voice actor, I'm noticing. Where are the orbs? Okay. Wait, yeah, there we go. The ultimate game of Shadow Tag. Let me show you what I think of that. You do you.
What you're talking about?
Oh, wait a minute. That's true. Shadow doesn't know who he is. Wow. That's so true. I didn't think they could improve on this boss fight, but they most certainly did, and I'm gonna use Chaos Control now.
Out of my way.
Come on, Mephiles. That all you got? That all you got, bro? And I'm so getting this remix. Oh, okay. Okay. There's no strength in numbers. Don't you know this? Oh, really? Do I have to... Exactly. Ooh, okay. Sparing us? Yeah. Let's see. Where is it? I don't see it. I gotta wait. Come on! Are you?
Disappointed.
What for?
Ultimate power.
Because it seems like to me, I'm the one who should be disappointed.
Chaos control.
Oh yeah, I'm loving this fight. What's good, Mephiles? He's literally fighting back. from the ending of 06.
There is no future for him.
Wow. Okay, nah, bro.
And that's how it's done.
All right, now I can say it. 10 out of 10 game. 10 out of 10 game. If you didn't give me Mephiles, of all things, but you did. That fight was great. There's a hard mode, right? An S rank on Mephiles the Dark. Is that whole thing gonna be the boss? And if so, oh, hang on, gotta get serious again. Hey yo! Nah, Shadow, you gotta stop that. Stop that.
Don't be frightened.
The promised time is nigh upon us, Shadow. Soon you will be mine.
Shadow will never serve you. He's nothing like you.
Maria?
May have given him this unassuming form, but the blood of the Black Arms flows in his veins. He is a warrior, a destroyer.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
Yes!
The warrior that will destroy you.
That's exactly what I was gonna say.
I have learned from our last encounter.
Oh, really?
There will be no mistakes this time. Struggle all you want. You will be mine.
I should mention something about that.
Professor, what do you think he means? He learned from our last encounter.
Whoa,
I
that's...
surmise you defeated him at some point in the future.
Yes, that would be
He's
a...
grown a new body and used the nebulous nature of time in white space to accelerate his plans.
He's right. No more mistakes.
Shadow?
This time, I will crush every last one of
Shadow, I think this is part of it. Yeah. Calm down, bro. Calm down.
It breaks my heart to see you so full of anger.
Wow.
This isn't who you are. Do you know why I named you Shadow? Because without light, there's only darkness.
Huh.
But a shadow will show you where to find the light.
Huh.
Do you
Wow.
understand? I don't want you to be driven by darkness. I want you to be happy. Stand in the light with peace in your heart.
Yes. Yes, bro. Remember what you started this for. Nah, if Maria wasn't there, he might have won. I ain't gonna cap to you. Yeah. Wow. Wow, Maria. I can't remember if I knew that about Shadow's name, because details like that would go over my head as a kid, but if not, well, either way, it's now that I'm realizing what it means. And how appropriate that we just fought Shadow. So, a couple things. One, for those unaware, at the true ending of Shadow the Hedgehog, Black Doom tries to take control of Shadow and manages to free Sonic and all the others with some, I think, was it some sort of mist? But Shadow was immune. But he was also immune to Black Doom's control. If I had to guess, Black Doom means that when he said he's learned from his last encounter. Because the fight aside, he thought he'd just be able to, control Shadow like he did all the other Black Arms. And I'm thinking with his emotions charged up, that definitely could have been the case. I didn't think we would get this. Okay, now what? So the frustrating thing is I also think in terms of episodes, right? Well, I need the new ability, but I don't want to. If there's special lines, let's check Orbot and Qbot first. Nothing, right? Yeah, nothing for these two. Makes sense. How about the cat? Anything? Yes. Oh, really? Well, he had a Chaos Emerald in him before, but yeah, that's your pet. How you end up in so many adventures? Prefer to relax and go fishing? What you mean, Big? What you mean? You act like you finna handle business.
Hey.
Absolutely not. Nah, bro. You know what? Actually, yes. Yes. No, I'm gonna teach you. I'm gonna teach you so you never have to go through those stages again. For those unaware, I didn't actually say it in this game. I said it in Sonic Frontiers. The worst part about Sonic Adventure was probably Big's fishing stages. Although, honestly, I didn't mind them too much, to be honest. Though I did get hurt a lot. He like literally jump in water like this. Whoa. I think could he jump in the water? Well, either way, I remember him standing above, throwing his fishing rod, and, you know, trying to get Froggy. It was definitely the least exciting of Sonic Adventure, which had 6 characters you could try use. But the main thing, 7 if you include Supersonic. The main thing, though, is there was a reference to Big, well, instead of helping people out, you know, fishing. Despite what he said right now, which I agree, you know, that's the right way to be. But no, Big was doing his own thing while everybody else was trying to tackle the issue of chaos. Big was trying to find Froggy, who did have something to do with it eventually because Froggy had the Chaos Emerald. But the point is that my favorite character ended up just fishing. They were a reference to the Dreamcast, and I also think heavily inspired by Shadow, and also probably got some from Mephiles. Their stories are too similar, but the point is that they had that reference, and I was reminded of Big. And in so many other games where we had to fish, I kept being reminded until we brought it back to Sonic Frontiers, and Big taught us to fish again. But understand, there's no one in the Sonic cast that I hate. All right, we just having a good little bit of fun. Me and this cat. Oh, which I just thought about it. Sage is a thing, but not for Shadow. Shadow never met Sage. Oh, and on that note, Mephiles. The end of Sonic 06 is erased. Which also brought some questions up from Blaze, but if Blaze transported to another dimension before the events were erased, then that can make sense. By the way,
Observation.
yes, they grow their firearms. What? Hang on. Omega, did you just... Well, I mean, do we need to? We have Chaos Spear.
Observation.
Yes, he did. It absolutely is. What kind of man was he? I think it was very similar to Shadow. You take out Maria, bro. You take out someone that pure and innocent and already is having a hard time in life, and you create monsters. You create absolute monsters. Yes. Oh, okay, I respect that. Omega. Now, Rouge. Yeah, you know about that, huh? Exactly. I could keep us in here, Rouge. That is true. That is true. That is true. Dang. Yes, we are. Honestly, go ahead. I mean, as long as it's not hurting anybody. Oh. Well, again, yeah, I mean... Well, no, if it disrupts the timeline, that's a problem. Yeah. Exactly. You can't do that. Did he? Well, yes. Yeah. If there's anything Shadow's proven is that he cares for you and others. Like I said, he didn't even know that was Maria when trying to save her. He was fighting like it was her, but nah. Oh, that's interesting. Sonic Heroes. Oh yeah. Before we get our new ability. Yes. Experience places in the future. What you trying to say? What you trying to say? Oh yeah. Past alterations. Shadow doesn't remember Mephiles because they never fought.
Shadow.
Time can heal itself? That is true. But I ain't worried. I ain't worried.
No!
You don't? I know. Teacher? Wait, like, actually, I gotta see that. I gotta see Shadow actually learning the alphabets and stuff. That needs to be an unlockable. Alright? Hear me, Debs? I need to see that biology report on Chow. Really? He didn't turn in his homework? Nah, bro. Nah, I thought you'd be a straight A student with how smart you are now. Do you now? You went to Spangolia? Well, guess where we're going next after this, people. It is exactly that. Man, my order is like on par right now. All you've had is coffee. Okay. Oh, with that said. All right. Welcome back, everybody. You can see our Chow in the background, which, by the way, I saw the normal Chow on recording too. I'm gonna try to make this quick. We got 2 stages to go into, and real quick though. What we're about to go to is from Sonic Unleashed, and is the exact area Maria was saying she visited with her parents. It's a nice place. Let's go. To Rooftop Run. Again, where the wildness to me... Oh, wow. Oh, yeah, this looks like one of the Chow I actually... Whoa. A lot of them did, but this one specifically. Which, by the way, if you're watching Fire Emblem, my first Chow was named Jolt. Oops. The name Jolt has been with me through a lot of games. If they ever do bring the Chow Garden back, nah, forget that ring. If they ever do bring the Chow Garden back, I would love to be able to make another Chaos Chow. I wanted to make one of each race. So if you're not familiar, there are normal Chow, Hero Chow, and Dark Chow. And I believe, and it's just so cool seeing the different enemies through different levels as well, because Eggman has certainly changed up his designs. That was lined up perfectly, and I somehow messed up. Thank you. I probably thought that would happen. Yeah, I was about to say that didn't work. You need to jump off a lot earlier. Let me get some of these rings. So, back to the Chow. There are the normal Chow, Hero Chow, and Dark Chow. And in order to unlock, they had 3 gardens as well. And I don't think it was the case in Sonic Adventure? In Sonic Adventure, I think you just... I forgot how you unlock the gardens, but I know in Adventure 2... I am very surprised they didn't just take me out with that. How generous of them. But yeah. I am getting hit a lot this episode. Well, to be fair, I think I should look at my upgrades. Yeah. They might have some pretty cool stuff for me. Oh. An Amy Chow! Oh, we gotta find the oh. It will be nice to find the Sonic one, I'll say that. So, continuing on. You could get... There were 3 Chow Gardens in Sonic Adventure 2, and in order to get them, you had to... Dang it, I get the trampoline. You had to raise a Hero Chow or Dark Chow. And I think there were like fruits that you could give them to make them go one way or another. I think also the animals. Like there were some animals made for those purposes too. But either way, okay, that was risky. That could have ran out there. But once you did change them into the Chow of choice, or the Chow, what was it? Okay, this is. Hang on. I need a running start. There we go. Oh, I need to get there. I think I can jump. Well, actually. Oh no, I think I do need to get there. Can I make it? Well, kinda. Whoa, sheesh. I need help with that. Is this in? Yeah. Gotta be. You know, I wouldn't be surprised if I missed it by 6.16 seconds. No, 34, that makes sense. Not everything needs to be even numbers. And look at that! She was eating fruit! I also forgot how to get the character Chow specifically too. Was it certain animals? I really do. I really would like to find them all. I think there would be 6 total. But what I was trying to say is that in order to get a Chaos Chow, you have to feed them. Wait, why was my trick working? Hello? You have to feed the Chow an animal of every type. Only one, though. If you do more, you can mess it up. Okay, well, you're gonna mess up. And I won't lie, I like how we could run through buildings here. Oh, no. Yeah, I'm gonna check my abilities right after this, but through here, please. I looked down for a brief second. Yeah, I was about to say, I think I have 0 rings. We're living life on the edge there. But I will say, the original rooftop run was fun. The nighttime stage, though, was a nightmare. We had to, for those who hadn't actually played the game. Yeah, I don't know what I was trying to do there. We had to balance on this tight beam for a lot of the map. And let me tell you, that was horrifying. It's pretty much the opposite of Sonic game. Wait, when did I get a Chow? Another Hero Chow. Oh shoot, that wasn't the right. That was X. Okay. There we go. I feel the urge to double jump. Yeah, after this, I'm gonna check my abilities. Cause I've gotten used to double jumping now. It's ingrained into my... I think not just with Shadow, like, couldn't we double jump in... No, I know we could. And Frontiers, right? Oh yeah, this part! I don't know why, but I remember that. Because of this! Yes! I would nail this part all the time, but that's not really that difficult. It's just fun to do. Dang it. Okay. Come here. But the daytime stage, I think is probably my 3rd favorite of Unleashed, maybe? Behind the ice levels. Although, I gotta do an honorable mention for Eggman for my favorites. Dang. Okay, forgot about the blimp. But yeah, as I was saying, Eggman Land to me is one of the hardest stages in Sonic history. And it was a Sonic Unleashed level. It was when Eggman finally accomplished his goal to make that area. Oh, nice. Where's my 3rd Chow? I don't see it. But either way, got Vector back. Forgot who's voicing him now.
Thanks, Sonic. You know,
Oh.
I got a hunch someone or something is controlling that monster.
Roger that.
Roger that. Well, yeah. He's taking serious advice from one of the best detectives in the game. And actually, that's sound advice. But anyways, dang, I almost got all 5. Where's my other Chow, though? Did I not get one? Hang on. No, what? Okay, well, first, did I get anything? Sure-footed, I mean, guess I'll get these. Safety net. Okay, well, I guess good news is I don't actually have anything. Oh, we have that? Huh. Okay. But either way. Oh, and by the way, all the levels we've been through. Ending with Sonic Colors. Oh, whoops. Nope. Classic. My bad. Which I think, out of all the classic Sonic stages, I mean, it was cool to have a stage like Planet Wisp, but Planet Wisp really used a lot of 2D Wisps. I mean, not Planet Wisp, but Sonic Colors. They had a 3DS version of the game. Such as this. When I think about it, yeah, Sonic does have unique abilities. If we had Wisp, Sonic versus Shadow's new abilities, I probably have to. Well, I don't know. That's actually a good question. Dang it. Fine, I'll move on. Can't. I wanted to. Okay, fine, whatever. Oh, I need to. Okay. Here's hoping I don't die. Because I haven't seen rings in a minute. There we go. Also, this isn't one of my favorite remixes either. I don't know if I'm the only one who thinks that. Because I actually really like the original Planet Wisp themes. Well, actually, all the Sonic Colors themes were pretty good. Alright. Oh, we're immune to spikes. I forgot about that. I mean, I guess it makes sense. But why risk it, you know? I think it is a good question on who would win if Sonic had his Wisp ability, because they have been using them. Well, they use them in Forces. They didn't use them in Frontiers. Okay, I'm immune to spikes, but not what? Saws? I guess that makes sense. Okay. Jump. More spikes. Dang it. Thought I could time it. Jump. Where do you want to go? Well, this works. Oh, we got speed shoes. I thought we got more spikes. Oh, no. Dang it. And maybe I could have used that ring power-up after all. Can we make it? Yes, we can. Just to clarify. Okay, yeah. I guess we're not really immune to spikes, we're just going above them. Okay. Oh, I see a Dark Chow. Wait, did we just... Yeah. Keep it up. Yeah, that was not where I wanted to go. I think I just... Shoot! I went backwards in a really horrible way. Wait. Nope. Back up. This way? Oh, okay, just travel normal. Or not. That'll do. Okay, but I gotta stop getting hit. Next one. I think the spikes were also an exclusive with as well. What for the DS? No, I feel like those had. I feel like they were different. I have to look it up. Okay, we want this. Then we want this. And then we want this. Then I'm going to need this again. Go back up. Why didn't it let me go forward? There we go. Okay, we can move normally again. One more time. This right? I think we're nearing the end. There we go. Well, it's the final stage for a reason. Huh. And yet, I made it with 58 rings? That's actually surprising. Oh, he got the drum! There's also like, animals and stuff that you could do, or you could have for the chow. I mean, not animals, toys. But now, it's time for our final stage, Planet Wisp, the real deal. And to me, this is where you can really see how wonderful this place looks. Alright. Dang it. I missed that, though. Alright. But as the name implies, it's the planet where the wisps live. Oh, was it really a planet or like a moon? Well, they call it Planet Wisp, so. Dang it. Alright. Keep it going. Why can't I switch rails? No, it's literally not letting me press it. What the heck? Is the same issue I was having with Shadow? Not sure if actually you saw that. Oops. Okay. And that was me panicking. Is another one gonna appear? But we can do that. Dang, he hit me perfectly. Uh-oh. Yeah, let's get up here. Or not. Rocket, yeah.
You have the power to soar to higher places.
Yeah, I think we got a lot of those coming up. Which... Okay, goes to show you one how terribly I'm doing on this stage. We're 2 minutes in, and we just got our first rocket. Right, and I can hold it to make sure we don't go anywhere. So now what? No, what? Wrong way, darn it. Can I nail that? Yeah, there we go. Oh, I see it. Okay. Oh, remember next time. You know, I'm starting to remember why a certain someone said what they said about Planet Wisp in the comments. It looks nice, but man, compared to Shadow's abilities, which seem, well, I get excited when I get to use them. No. The Wisps? And this daggum stage. That's fine. I'll take that. I think I've died twice in a level so far. There we go. Oh, come on! Yeah, I definitely repress some memories about this stage. For one, I don't remember playing it as often as like I did Crisis City or Rooftop Run. Though I will not cap, I think I did play the modern stages the most. Some of the classic stages were fun, but when you have the modern, that's where I was saying before, where one of my kind of complaints were that there was a lot of 2D in the modern Sonic stages. It's like when you got a 2D Sonic, having 2D Sonic sections and a 3D section. What was there? What was the point of that? Hello? I don't know. Either way, we're gonna ride. Especially once you realize that classic Sonic can get a homing attack. Okay. There we go. Back on track. Got Rocket. And we'll go up here. I think we're nearing the end, not just because we got a fourth ring, but also because I think right before the final goal, we have to use Rocket one last time. I was wondering if I'd be safe there. One last time, and it kind of looks like this. But I think it's a lot more of a tougher blast through, I guess is what I'll call it. Also probably could call it just breakthrough. Alright. Do we need to jump through those rings? No, I think we're good. Just make sure we jump before we crash. Okay? Yeah, see, there's a lot of 2D in this section. But to be fair, I think Rocket's pretty much a 2D Wisp. Yeah, it was something like this. I think we're close. One more, maybe? I wonder if they asked people who their favorite Wisp was. I'd asked that for a question of the day, but even I don't remember all of them. Yeah, that's it. Okay. Huh. So it could have been an S if I didn't die. Well, good. Planet Wisp is done.
Dude, there's the emerald.
Oh, the one that they saw. Oh, yeah! I forgot.
Pretty slick move, huh?
Sonic Talk Classic Sonic Biz.
I was scared because somebody took me, but now I'm free. I'm a free bee. Free bee. Free bee. Whee!
Uh-huh.
All right, just simmer down, buddy.
I do think I remember Charlie
hey.
saying that. Okay.
Wow!
Well, thanks. I'm glad I don't have to do that again. If I was doing this myself, I think getting all the stuff here would be one of my first priorities. So then I could, that's probably what I did. And we have 2 more, well, actually technically 3 more bosses to go. Oh, and they hint at it with the theme. Okay. But let me just see, where is, if I go up here. Oh, I didn't notice this part was white. There he is. Yeah, silver. Oh. What? Silver's theme. I don't think I ever used Silver's theme, but I love his theme song. Why was that so hard to come up with? Okay, well, I'll handle that last. We'll do Black Doom, then Silver, then the final boss, then the Time Eater. That would be a lot with these stages, but I think I'm fine with it. Especially, I might do something else, we'll see. But I'll leave it for now. 2 stages I think is good for the episode. So, with that being said, thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you all for whatever we have in store next time. And now it is time for the question of the day. And for this one, I think it's perfect to ask, who is your favorite Sonic villain? You can do a top 3 if you'd like. And yes, that includes comics, any type of shows, games, whatever you like to say. Now, while people are answering that question of the day, I gotta talk to people who know both of my channels because I didn't want to interrupt the actual episode, but I've been waiting to show you all Mephiles ever since I first had the story of Uzume and Kurome. I wanted to actually play 06 itself, and that's still something I want to do. But one thing I really like about both stories is how competent the villain is, how it was someone close to the main character, and it challenged their hearts. Both Shadow and Uzume were feared for their power.
Humanity wasn't just jealous of your power. They feared it.
They saw me as an inconvenient, frightening, abhorrent existence.
They used this incident as an excuse to hunt you down.
So, they plotted to annihilate me.
Come with me, Shadow.
Let's exact revenge together.
Let us punish this foolish world of humanity. It's only fair to give back what was intended for you. You have every right to want justice.
That's absurd.
I refuse!
Whatever it is you want to do, you can do it alone.
Who'd help a bastard like you after hearing that
You
awful
forgive
story?
humanity this folly, then?
I have to look after my juniors like a legitimate predecessor would.
I determine my own destiny.
Someone close to them, which I haven't been mentioning ever since we met Maria, but don't forget, I said that Umio was a reference to Maria. Even his color scheme, you can see it matches Maria. They had someone they cared about, died when those in power tried to take them off the board because they feared their power. And despite all that happened, they still decide to push through and protect the people. If you ask me what I like about both of them, because just from their personalities alone, it might not be as clear as to why I consider them to be similar. It is that I think you can see signs of who Shadow used to be and how Maria treats him. I think the Shadow that we've gotten, well, not think, it's gotta be true. It's not the Shadow that Maria knew. For the most part, the Shadow we know is someone who had to learn a hard lesson early on in his life. And I won't say what he has as a persona, but he had to toughen up. It's the same thing about Uzume and Orangeheart. But when it comes to the fear that both Mephiles and Kurome put in me for different reasons, when it comes to the environment that they were in, I said Crisis City last episode was my favorite. Then we look at what Zero Dimension looked like. So much of what I liked about Sonic 06 and Shadow's story in particular is present in Uzume. They may not be direct references, but as she is the Dreamcast CPU. And the Dreamcast is where Shadow was born, was introduced to the world, and again, I can't help but draw parallels to Mephiles when thinking of Kurome. Especially one thing I couldn't really clip in, but when Mephiles said I want to exist, Kurome was also scared she's gonna disappear. Everything's just looping back to me. And again, I didn't want to interrupt the actual episode, but I had to at least address it to those of you who know both my channels. Because the story of Shadow and Mephiles is, I was playing Mega Dimension, sure, but it's what catapulted everything to such a new level. And that's why Mephiles has to have one of my spots for my favorite villain, because of how he affected me. There were just scenes where he would just stare seemingly into your soul, and it would be unnerving. His theme song, his performance by his voice actor, and some other stuff that is, spoiler territory, but nevertheless. And his boss battle too. I don't know if you could tell by me fighting him here, but I enjoyed his original boss battle as well. 2 versions. But that being said, those are just my thoughts. Please tell me, what are yours? Post them down in the comments below. Hope you all are having a great Halloween, and I will see you all next time.